Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share a few different ways that you can use some of your shimmer paint that is found in the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog and this special rose gold shimmer paint that is part of the Everything is Rosy product medley. I really think that they're a lot of fun and they come in a few interesting colors. Right now Stampin' Up! Has 4 colors that you can purchase. There's a champagne mist, a frost white, a bright copper, and also a Vegas gold. And amazingly, I cannot find my Vegas gold. It's around here somewhere. I just can't find it. And then this rose gold is only available as part of the Everything is Rosy product medley that is a May 2019, depending upon when you're watching this, May 2019 product offering. It's a great offering, and I have a separate video showing you every single thing that is in the Everything is Rosy product medley that you get. But I'll do a real quick. It's a stamp set and a die collection that go together, as well as a paper collection that's amazing, and 2 ribbons, and the rose gold shimmer paint, and embellishments, and accents, and things like that. So it's a really great product medley. That's what I used on these cards. But right now this video is just to focus on this shimmer paint and a few fun ways to use it. So I used it on a few cards, and I kind of did the same card 3 ways, as you can see here. So in this card I just brushed the shimmer paint across the top and bottom with a sponge, and then I did a splatter. I did the same thing on this, and you can see that it really gives a fun look. It's a little painted look, and it has a shimmer to it. I'm not sure how well the shimmer is going to show on video, but it's got a nice shimmer. It looks really great on the navy, and then here it is on some melon mambo. So I've got some splatter, some painting, and then you can also use it on your stamps. So I want to show you those different ways to use it, and you can check out my Everything is Rosy product bundle video also, because you can only get that in May, and you're going to really like it. Also, I want to tell you that right now 2 colors are getting discontinued. The Classy Copper, the Real Bright Copper shimmer paint, and the Vegas Gold are being discontinued from Stampin' Up's lineup, and they are 2 colors, the only 2 colors that are on sale right now. So I just bought another gold because I can't find mine. So normally they're $8. They're going to last you a long time, but if you act now, you can still get some of the copper and the gold. As of today, you can still get some of the copper and the gold on the clearance rack at Stampin' Up. Half off. It's like $3.90 or something like that. So check that out while it's still there. Stampin' Up sells a couple different sponges you can get for coloring, and one of them are these little Stampin' sponges that come in a 3-pack, and I cut them into little wedges, so I usually get 6 out of 1 circle, and that's how I use these. And there's also the sponge daubers, and today I'm going to use the sponge dauber. This is great for adding the ink to a stamp, and also I used it on my brush effects here too, but this one is great for that swiping look as well. So I love sponges from Stampin' Up. There's also a sponge brayer. I'm not sure that, well, I guess you could use it with the shimmer paint if you wanted to do a large surface. So how I like to use this, I'm going to start on this piece here, is I shake it up, which gets me some of the shimmer paint in the lid, and then I just take my dauber and I just daub it into the lid and swipe it across my card. That's one way to add some nice shimmer paint to your project. And then when I want more, I just shake it again, getting some in the lid. And you can add as much or as little as you want. Fun accent on the card. So that's one way to use the shimmer paint. Another is to get these little spritzes here, this little splatter. And how I do that is I just grab a paintbrush. This one happens to be dry, and that's okay. And I'm just going to dip it into the shimmer paint, and I use the lid, and I just flick it onto my project. like so. Now with paint, you want to clean this right away, and you want to not squeeze the barrel to get water down here, because you don't want to suck any of that paint into it. This is great with our inks and watercolor paints because it's not going to clog the bristles, and it'll be great, but this is paint, not water based, so you want to clean this right away. Also rinse this with some water, and then you can keep using it again and again. If you don't rinse it, it's going to get a little hard. Okay, so one other way to use the shimmer paint is as a stamp ink, and how you can do that is, again, you're going to use your sponge dauber. And ink up your sponge dauber, and just use it to ink up your, I should say paint up your stamp. You've got a nice stamped image. It looks great on a darker color. Now, it is kind of light, and one thing you can do that's really great is use your Stamparatus. If you don't have one, they're awesome. And how you can use it is you can stamp it a couple times. So this is going to get you a couple extra layers to make that thank you really stand out, or in this case, the congratulations. So what you're going to do, let me clean this off real quick. Okay, now this is a photopolymer, so I need to use my foam mat here. You know, and then of course this time it's dark enough as it is right on the first try. But let's say you didn't think it was quite dark enough. You can ink it up again when you use the Stamparatus and press it down, and that way you can get it dark enough. And I think that's dark enough as it is, so let's just leave it. Now again, this is paint, and you want to rinse that off and clean it up pretty quickly. I'm going to do that real fast. Also, sometimes I get my lid kind of messy when I do this, and I just grab a Q-tip and or a tissue and just kind of wipe out the center, the grooves a little bit. So let's go ahead and put this card together. These are stamps. I've already stamped a bunch from the Everything is Rosy product medley, and I've got just a whole selection here of stamps. The medley comes with these die cuts, which are awesome, but I just kind of one day spent the day stamping and cutting out pieces so I can keep them in an envelope and just create whenever I feel like it. It's kind of fun. And so I'm going to grab a few. Got some light pinks and some dark. Maybe I'll throw a blue in here. Kind of copying this one. The medley comes with some rose gold foil sheets, which are really cool. There. So whenever I do a little embellishment cluster, I like to start with my sentiment, and I'm going to flag the end of this. Like so. But I think on this one, I'm going to wrap some ribbon across the back of it as well. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Grabbing some dimensionals for the back here. There, and then I'm just going to start layering, and I'm going to cut some of this. This is a little long. What I'm going to do is cut it and use it as two pieces. think that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it with some dimensionals. Normally I'd put them on the back. I'm not sure that all my splatter is dry, so I'm going to put them on the card base instead of on the back of my front panel here. And because this is a dark card, it's Night of Navy. Oops, I forgot to tuck that underneath. Whoops. Okay, because this is a dark card, I'm going to put a piece of Whisper White on the inside. Just to give it a little something something. I thought maybe I'd stick a couple little flowers down. On the inside as well. There. Okay, I hope you like my Shimmer Paint, Splatter, Swoosh, and stamp ink usage. Anyway, I hope you'll try out some of the Shimmer Paints. They come in some really pretty colors, and I hope that you'll check out this Everything is Rosy product medley. Like I said, it's only available through the month of May. I've got a video that shows everything that's in it and kind of breaks it down for you so you can see exactly what you're getting, and I even talk about the cost value of it too. It's really great. Very pretty, and the papers are stunning. You're going to love the papers that go with it. So check that out. Check out the Shimmer Paints. Check out the Shimmer Paints on the clearance rack. You're going to have so many fun things to look at when you go there. So check it all out. And if you are thinking about placing an order for that Everything is Rosy kit, it's $80, but you get the dies, the stamps, the paper, the ribbons, the Shimmer Paint, the embellishments. It's a huge kit, so I break that down for you. But if you just add $20 more, actually $19 more, so $99. If you spend $99, you will get $125 worth of product if you do it when you join. So think about joining. I have a whole video on that and a little blurb about it at my blog, bestpapercuts.com. It's a really great plan, and it's really simple. There's no forced purchases or anything. It's really simple. And I'm happy to answer any questions on that. But even if you don't want to do that, the product medley itself is gorgeous. The Shimmer Paints are super fun, and I hope that you check them out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!